For today's video, we are going to be going over some of the major differences between Fathom Realty and Real Broker. This is something that if you are in the process of getting your licensed, or you're newly licensed, or if you are considering switching brokerages, making a move, or if you're just curious, you are not going to want to miss anything. You are going to for sure want to stay tuned until the very end today. I am going to try to stay as unbiased and factual as possible, but there might be some natural biased opinions that kind of just seep in here because if you've watched my videos at all recently, you know I'm a big fan of Real Broker. Being with that brokerage has really blessed me a lot. So let's get into some of the differences between Fathom and Real. Fathom is based in California and they were founded in 2010, while Real Broker was founded in 2014. And Real Broker is the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the entire world. Fathom offers agents a flat fee business model. Agents pay a $600 fee charged on their first transaction of the year. Also, they pay $500 per transaction on the first 12 transactions of the year at Fathom Realty, and then a $99 fee after that. At Real Broker, there is also no monthly fee. We have a 85-15 split at Real Broker until you cap, and then you keep 100% of the commission, and it is a $12,000 cap. Once you cap at Real Broker, however, you do pay a $285 transaction fee per transaction. Now let's talk for a hot second about revenue share. What is it? What does that mean? So most real estate brokerages, like let's just say Berkshire Hathaway, for example, because that's the brokerage I was with for my entire career, 8 years, until I switched to Real Broker. So most brokerages like Berkshire Hathaway, for example, are going to have a quite large fund that they pay people to be recruiting people to their company, agents to their company, recruiting agents to their company. And I don't know why that was so hard for me to explain. So basically, they're going to have a recruiting fund. At Real Broker, they do not have any recruiting fund at all. They give 100% of that money back to their agents for bringing other agents to the company. Basically, they figure the best way to grow is by just having a really great brokerage with an excellent model that will speak for itself and word of mouth from the agents who are really loving and enjoying the brokerage that they're at. The way that it works is basically at Real Broker, anyone who signs up for the company, you sign up to join the company, there is a spot on your ICA, your independent contractor agreement, where you write somebody's name as your sponsor. And when you do that, that person has a vested interest in your success at the company. They have a vested interest in your success as a real estate agent in general, and your success making sales, getting business, and all of that. That means, I'll give just a personal example. Any of the agents who have joined us at Real, who are part of our network at Real, are people who I'm in communication with on a consistent basis. They're texting me questions. For example, there's an agent who I'm thinking of who's on the other end of the country, super awesome. She's joined us at Real, and I've been chatting with her. We've done some Zoom calls back and forth a little bit about video marketing, because I do a lot of video marketing in my business, and that's something I'm always happy to help agents with and chat about. And so we've been helping her with that. She's starting to see the results of her video marketing, which means she's starting to get relocation clients from it, which is so exciting. And so now she's asking me questions like, what do I do when I do a virtual showing? Like, how exactly do I do a virtual showing? And I'm able to message her back and help in any way I can, which is so much fun, and I'm enjoying it so much. So basically, the way that I think of revenue share is it's kind of a way to have an extension of your team without actually having to go out and be a team leader necessarily, because you get a lot of the benefits of having a team without having to actually have a team, if that makes sense, or be a principal broker, because in the way that you're able to help and mentor agents whenever they need help, whenever they want to reach out, that are joined your network, whatever, and you're able to get paid whenever they get paid. You get a part of their commission whenever they close a deal. So I think it is a really awesome model, because it's great for the agents who join, because they have a built-in person, basically a point of contact who they're able to reach out to besides their principal broker. Of course, you still have your state's principal broker, but you have someone else that you're able to run ideas by, brainstorm, like whatever you want, and they get paid for doing it. So I think that's a really great model. That is something that Real Broker offers. It is not something that Fathom Realty offers. So that's the next big difference between Real Broker and Fathom, is that Real Broker offers revenue share, Fathom does not offer revenue share. By the way, I feel like I do need to add, at Real Broker, they are absolutely not pushing agents to be recruiting, or like they don't even like that word. They don't even use that word recruiting. Like bring people to the company. Like that is so not the heart of Real. That is not their goal. The goal of Real Broker is they want agents who are selling houses at a really high level and are doing a really, really great job at it. And I heard a statistics today. I think it was 87% of the agents at Real Broker do not even have one person who has joined them like in their network, meaning 87% of the agents at Real are not even participating in revenue share. So this is by no means something that you will be like forced into or trained heavily on. It's only an available option if you would like to take advantage of it. If not, there is absolutely no pressure for that at all. Fathom and Real are both publicly traded companies. Fathom offers agents who have completed 8 transactions over the last 12 months, $200 in stock per transaction, over $6,000 annually. At Real Broker, agents can earn stock in many different ways or for many different things. You can earn stock for reaching your cap, for sponsoring agents into the company. I have actually an entire video on my channel talking all about the different ways that you can earn stock for free at Real Broker. So if you're interested and you want to learn a little bit more about the stock, like in general, go to my channel and find that video. At Real Broker, you have the option on your transactions to elect to take 5% of your commission to be paid that way in company stock. And if you do this, Real will buy you an additional 10% stock. They will match you in that way, if that makes sense. Anytime the company and you are partnered to buy stock, it is an annual hold. That means it's a 1-year bonus. So if I close a transaction in spring 2024, then in spring 2025, I can liquidate it. I can hold it for future growth at that point, or I can get it as cash. Just to give a personal real life example, I have only been at this company for a year at this point, and I have a pretty healthy chunk of stock, of Real Broker stock, sitting in my account. I check it frequently, and the cool thing is so much of this stock, some of it we did purchase. We did choose to do that like stock purchase plan where we dedicate a portion of our commission to go towards their stock or to go towards buying their stock, and then they match us and give us a certain amount of free stock, which is really cool. But much of that stock was given to me for free for reaching certain milestones in our business, for capping, for attracting agents to the company. So many different things and milestones you reach. You know, at my last company, when we reached certain milestones, we received a trophy or a certificate that I always ended up throwing away. I am not one to keep those things. I am way more enjoying having stock as a gift in my company, especially stock that's doing really, really well. And I think it's only going to do even better because Real is going to even continue growing so much more. I would way rather be given stock for reaching milestones in my business than a piece of paper. But for example, I have a lot of stock in the company that just continues to grow because the stock is doing really, really well. A lot of this stock I'm able to take out in January of next year. So say January rolls around and I could keep it in if I want, keep it growing, or I could say, hey, I want to buy another property right now, and I would like to put this money right here to go toward that property. I'm able to do that. I'm really, really enjoying this. It's something my last company definitely didn't do, and I'm really excited to just continue to get to participate in this stock program at Real Broker. Basically, the way the stocks work at Real Broker is that the more business you do, the more free stocks they're going to give you, and there are so many agents at Real that are literally being paid at this point to be at the company. Now let's talk about training. According to what I was able to find online through the research, at Fathom, they have access to a real estate training library. If you are with Fathom or you've been with Fathom and you know anything about what that's like, comment below. I'd love to hear about it. I'm sure other agents would love to hear about it in the chat. It's always good to hear insight from you guys. But at Real Broker, there are 4 to 5 live training sessions a day, all week long, every weekday, that you can either join live and participate in the conversation, ask questions in the mastermind, or you can watch it back later. We also do have a whole library of training that's like already created. I've never even bothered to check it out myself. Personally, I've heard really great things about it. I've heard great things about it from a new agent's perspective as far as like new agent training goes, but I have not even checked it out because I've just been really enjoying the weekly masterminds that we get to attend with Real Broker. If you watch this whole video and you're like, I want a little bit more information on Real Broker, I have an entire playlist on my channel. I will link it below, or you can go find it on my channel, where I share basically everything you need to know before you join Real Broker. I go really in depth on why I personally switched to Real, even though I said my entire career up until about a week before I switched that I will never, ever, ever, ever switch brokerages, especially to a cloud-based one. I also will put a link to a page that will take you to a frequently asked question page about Real Broker. So you can get some of those like frequently asked questions answered, and you can just read them on your own. If you are like, I've heard enough, I've been watching your videos, Mariah, and I am ready to join Real Broker, that's great. I have a link below. You can sign up with that link, and when you get to the part of the contract where you're in the ICA, the Independent Contractor Agreement, where you see the word sponsor, you can put my name, Mariah Crawford. I'd love to be your sponsor, and I will then have a vested interest in your success at the company. I would love to do business with you. If you want to hop on a Zoom call, get your questions answered, see if Real might be a good fit for you or not, feel free to shoot me an email, which I will put my email address below as well, and you can send me an email and I will get that on the schedule with you this week. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe over on Spotify. I will put a link below for you to do that, where you can listen to these videos over there as well. Be sure to do that so you don't miss anything. Last but not least, I have a newsletter that goes out to real estate agents every single month. Now, it's only once a month. I'm not going to be spamming you guys, but basically I just talk about all things real estate related. I answer frequently asked questions or like recently asked real estate style questions, talk about video marketing, marketing in general, what's working for me in the real estate world, all of those type of things. So if you are a real estate agent or a fellow business owner and you just love chatting about all things real estate / marketing, feel free to reach out to me. Either shoot me an email, or for a longer response, shoot me a DM on Instagram. And email is definitely quicker, but you can do either one. And all you got to do is say the words email list and you will be added. All right, guys, subscribe and hit the bell. I come on here every single week with new videos. We have been stuck under 14,000 subscribers at that like 13,000 something mark for a very long time. Help us out. Let's get over that 14,000 mark finally, and we will see you in next week's video.